Hey everyone, and welcome! Today, we're going to dive into a super common English idiom that'll make your language sound way more natural. We're talking about tack on. Let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? You've finished a project, maybe a report, or even just an email, and then you realize you need to include one more little thing. You're looking for a word that really captures that last minute, not quite planned vibe, and just saying add feels, well, a little flat, doesn't it? Well, guess what? English has the perfect phrase for that exact situation. And that's what we're here to talk about, the idiom tack on. So, what does it actually mean? To tack on something means you're adding it, sure, but there's a special feeling to it. It implies that the main thing was already done, and this new piece is just being attached, almost like a small, quick extra. Sometimes it even gives the impression that the addition was a bit of an afterthought. Here's a super simple way to think about it. You've got a finished item, you make a quick addition, and boom, that addition has been tacked on. This really shows the core idea. It wasn't part of the original plan. Now here's where it gets really interesting. To truly get the feel of this idiom, we gotta look at where the word tack even comes from. And believe it or not, it has a very physical, very literal origin. That's right. A tack is just a small, sharp pin, like a thumbtack you'd use to quickly stick a piece of paper on a wall. It's not a big, heavy-duty nail. It's small, quick, and meant for light additions. You see where this is going, right? And this is the aha moment. You can totally see how the word evolved. First, it was the object itself, that little pin. Then it became the action of using the pin to attach something. And finally, it turned into this abstract idea of adding a small extra piece onto something that's already complete, just like pinning a final note onto a finished board. So cool. Okay, theory is great and all, but let's see how this actually works in the real world. To make it super clear, we'll look at a situation first in Indonesian and then see how tack on really brings the sentence to life in English. So, let's paint a picture here. Someone has finished writing a report. It's done. But then they decide to pop in one more paragraph with some suggestions for improvement. And here's how we'd say it to sound really natural in English. He tacked on an extra paragraph. See? You immediately get the sense that this paragraph wasn't part of the original plan. It was a last-minute addition. All right, let's do one more. The semester is basically over, everything's wrapped up, but the teacher decides to add one small assignment at the very end just to help boost the students' grades. The teacher tacked on a small assignment. It just feels like an extra, Something added on top of an already completed curriculum, not some big pre-planned project. The idiom just captures that feeling perfectly. Okay, so let's wrap this all up. When should you pull this fantastic idiom out of your vocabulary toolbox? Well, it's all about the nuance, the specific feeling you want to get across. So to recap, you'll want to use tack on when the addition is pretty small, when it happens at the last minute, when it probably wasn't part of the original big plan, and most importantly, when it's being attached to something that was already considered finished. It perfectly captures that feeling of an afterthought. And why is this so important? Well, because using specific idioms like tack on instead of just a basic word like add is what takes your English from good to great. It really shows you understand the subtle shades of meaning in the language, which is a total game changer. So the next time you need to add something at the last minute, you know exactly what to say. What other English phrases or idioms have you come across that you'd like us to break down? Let us know. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.